I do not understand how Wiggle works. Wiggle works. This is my brother, Peter. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you appreciate the new audio. My name's Ash, and on this video, we're going to be going over Dark Waters, a great OSINT challenge that I've been given access for free by the Case Scenario team. Disclaimer, not paid by them, sponsored or anything like that, just a fan of their work. For notes, timestamps, links or anything, see the description. Otherwise, let's go. Load up kasescenarios.com. We're currently at 7 out of 44, so if you want to catch up on all of the previous modules and that, check out the other video. If you're joining in just now on the adventure, mystery letter, sussed out of town, something's going on with this paper company, and we're going to a cocktail party. Alright, Alec, we're back. I should check out that Glenrock Paper Sentinel party and see if there's anything interesting going on. Ooh, party Recon. Meet and greet. Have a good dance. And snap some pics. Isn't that the son of Glenrock CEO and local politician Alexander Ross shaking hands? Looks like the owner of the local paper is there too. I wonder how deep this goes. I better grab some photos just in case. Alright, so we're eavesdropping. So Alec waits in line to get into the party and overhears two security guards talking to each other at the door. I thought I was already in the party. Sorry, what? Wasn't I just... Okay, I was on the outside looking in. Now I'm going to go... Okay, okay. So guard 2 says, man, John must be making bank doing those drops. I hope he needs some help on the next one. I could use the cash. Heard he's working on getting rid of it now. Guard 1. Have you heard about cryptocurrency? Seems like a good way to make some money on the side. I've been selling my drawings as a side hustle. We've just got an artist over here. Guard 2. Oh, you mean, what do you call them? NFTs. Jeez, that's cool, man. I could use some extra cash myself with the new kid coming soon. Yeah, for sure. The CEO's son set up my account, turning to me. Hey man, no bueno. This party isn't for you. Wait, why? The invite says the whole town was welcome. Yeah, but he ain't on the list. That's all I know. Now scram before I have to call my boss. Wow, so much for freedom of press. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Ooh, message. They didn't let me in. Looks like it was too crowded. I guess that was the pic of the son and Alexander Ross. Oh, so that was the text to our boss, George. So that's all the info we have. And we're up to now use our OSINT skills and see what we can get. So first up, who created this flyer? So last video, we discovered that there was a website for Glenrock Paper Company, and there was a flyer on the website. So let's save our image. I'm going to drag it over to my Kali box. So we've downloaded that there. Let's open up our terminal here. So we've got our JPEG, and we can go ahead and run an EXIF tool against it. So this is going to be the data within the data, or metadata. And the first thing that stands out as I scroll up is our creator. That sticks out to me because even though I still am surprised that it's not Dale. All right, let's see if that's right. Awesome. So I think I overheard something about Patty at the party. She seems to be responsible for all the GRPC funding and production licenses. Ooh, I better learn a bit more about her. So what's her favorite thing to do? The only thing we have so far from her is she loves going on. Next up, we have an interesting one. What is Patty's home SSID? So if you're unfamiliar, this is a service set identifier, SSID, a sequence of characters that uniquely names a Wi-Fi network. So every time we jump on a Wi-Fi, we are looking for the SSID. So that seems like pretty random. That's pretty out of the blue. If you're like me and you're sort of stuck for ideas, I'm gonna use a hint. On Saturdays, I like to do the wiggle down Main Street. Interesting. Is it not? All right, wiggle is capitalized, so that's a bit unusual. So if we search up wiggle, first search result is a wireless network mapping. Well, we know we are looking for wireless technology names, so this seems pretty interesting. All the networks found by everyone. I do not understand how wiggle works, but yeah, it's got SSIDs and other wireless technologies. I don't know if people are just like voluntarily giving up this information or manually. What I do know is we need a username and password to actually search on this thing. So we'll go map, and we know that we're working in Glen Rock, Pennsylvania. So as I zoom in, I can already see Main Street. And as the clue said, we're gonna wiggle on down. This kind of reminds me of last video, just looking for like the library and the train station. Sometimes you just gotta manually look and hope you find something. Dun, dun, dun. I see something. Well, now that does look quite suspect, doesn't it? All right, let's try put that in. Awesome. Next up, we have what is the BSSID. So that's the basic service set identifier, and it's the MAC physical address. The MAC address. So we can see that right under the SSID. That's in hexadecimal separated by colons. Sweet. So what year was this BSSID first seen? So we go back to our results and we can see the date here and the year at the beginning there. Awesome. Number 6, what is the vendor of this device? So since we know that it is a MAC address, we can go ahead and paste it into a lookup. That's going to take the first half of the MAC address, and that is for a vendor. So this is unique to this vendor, which is this company. Sometimes punctuation and that matter in these, so you gotta try a little bit. So what is the parent company of this ARIS group? So if we look up the company name at the beginning here, we have the full name, which we can throw in, and assumably is it. So that was actually a lot easier than I thought. Let's keep going. Let's do a few more. So we've got Ross campaign funding. I think I should dig deeper into the Ross campaign and see if Glen Rock Paper Company is providing financial assistance. Oh yeah, of course it is. So we've got campaign funding. How much money has GRPC donated to Alexander Ross? So if we go back to the company website, they actually did tell us here that unusually high amount. So we can go ahead and throw that in. Next up, what is the GRPC campaign phone number of Alexander Ross? So we can actually find that all the way down the end. Number 3, how much did Glen Rock Paper Company spend on PR services in 2022? Now, the only thing that it really gives us is this annual reports for the shareholder. So you may already know what PR stands for, and we can see it in our Google search suggestions, public relations. So on page 1, we're looking for public relation expenditure, and we can see it right there, the fees. All right, these are a lot shorter than like the first one, so let's just keep going. We have a water sample. I better get the testing lab to put a rush order on this water sample. All right, so we've got the locals here. We're heading back to the bar, sitting down, and all of a sudden we have a few locals. Bit upset. What are you doing here? You here for the conference? Nah, man, I'm just here on vacation. What about you? Yeah, just lie. Friggin' Sean just comes out swinging. Here he's been sleeping in the bar. Hope he ain't planning to cause any trouble for Lisa. Jeez, guys, we haven't had any trouble around here lately. Lisa seems capable of taking care of herself. That does seem a little douchey. We don't need some out-of-towner. Oh, nice. Dropping in and staring everyone up. How long are you planning to hang around? Just as the confrontation begins to turn to a fight, Lisa walks in and breaks it up. Don't worry about those guys. It's a small town and everyone here is worried about outsiders poking around things they don't understand and causing trouble for them. Are they in on it? Is Lisa in on it too? So random. All right, so we've got who is P. Lisa knocks on Alec's doors in the morning to bring coffee. Is Lisa into me? And Alec tells her to come in. Ooh. Hey Alec, I wanted to apologize for Mike and Sean last night. We grew up together and sometimes they can be overprotective of me after what happened. That makes a lot more sense. Lisa gestures to the photos on the wall of a smiling family. The truth is, this is my brother, Peter. Okay, so it's her brother who actually sent that original letter. You see, my niece was really sick from birth. She was frail and the doctors only gave her 6 months. Elizabeth was strong though, and she hung out until after her 5th birthday. Oh man. They said her immune system wasn't working right. She called and she caught pneumonia. After that, my brother just wasn't the same. Peter owned this bar, but after she died, he changed. He began to act strange. He locked himself in this room doing what he called research for days and days. He was convinced Elizabeth was part of some conspiracy involving the paper plant in town. Eventually, he got fired from the plant. I tried to get him help, but he was convinced he was being followed. 2 weeks ago, he left me a voicemail. Didn't even sound like him, and it scared me. But he wouldn't pick up his phone. The next day, they found him in his car. Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Do you think there is any truth to it, the plant being involved? I couldn't say, but I wouldn't go poking around. You won't like what you find. Lisa, can I show you the reason why I'm here? Alex shows Lisa the strange envelope he received. I don't understand. You think Peter sent this? Why would he do that? Alec, I can't get involved in this. My whole family works at the plant. I will leave all of the case documents the detective gave me from Peter's case down at the bar. Hopefully that helps. So is Peter dead? Is that what that was implying? And why did you say I'm not getting involved and immediately help? You've involved yourself by handing over detective documents. Really sad backstory. Peter's definitely on it. I believe Peter. All right, let's listen to this.
Lisa, it's Peter. You remember that photo I gave you? Could you hang on to that? I may be onto something. Just wanted to say that I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to go this far. Take care of the bar.
I don't know if there was anything too important in there, but now we have a call from the lab. Hello, this is Alec Wolfe. I placed an order for a water test and I'm checking to see if it's ready. Hi, Mr. Wolfe. It shows in our system that you emailed us to cancel your lab order 2 days ago. What? Show you I haven't canceled any tests. I apologize, sir, but I have an email right here which I can of course send to you for your files. Thank you. Please reorder the water test right away and I will pay any fees for a rushed result. Well, that's a bit sus. Lab test cancel. Cancellation of lab test. Alec Wolfe to orders@labtrace.com. Please cancel the rush order I sent with the order number. It's no longer needed. From rockthesocks1982@fastmail.com. Who wouldn't have seen that email address and be like, that's fishy as? Unknown email. Obviously someone wasn't too thrilled about me finding out whatever's in the water. The email says it was sent from rockthesocks1982@fastmail. I need to try and figure out who's behind the account and why they cancelled my test. All right, what is the full name of the owner of this email address? All right, nothing better than just a Google of an email address hoping that something comes up. So we have fastmail.com, which seems like a probably email SaaS provider. But what we can try is just the email address itself, which we do have a Reddit user. Well, Rock the Socks 1982. What kind of subreddits are you lurking around in? We've got some Star Wars in our entertainment, fan of The Last of Us in gaming. So much if anyone wants to play some games, add me as a friend. A little desperate. And you know the only young person that I've seen so far? Dale. I mean, Patty ain't gaming at home. I mean, she could be. So we have Rock the Socks, the Steam profile. So same year, and they've got Pennsylvania, so we're on the right track here. And yeah, Steam has got other usernames, so you can change your username at will. So we've got Sloppy FPS Gamer and a few other names. So Reddit doesn't look like it really leads anywhere, so it's sort of leading to this Steam ID. So we actually can get the ID out of the URL, and there's Steam ID like finders and lookups, so we can enter the Steam ID and see it grabs the profile, extra information that they've got public. So the name and even the real name, if they haven't set this, is crazy because that's private, but yet we can still see these details. So surely you could actually turn this to private and not show the real name. So we don't have the full name, but we do have a first name, initial, and a location. But what we could try also is this other username. So we could use like a username checker to see if this username's actually been used on other platforms. So it looks like that this is being used on like Facebook. Yeah, so we can't find anything with like the gaming username. And if we search the first username, we've got some dead ends. But if we search what we found through the Steam ID, we do get a search result of Glenrock, Pennsylvania. Now this guy looks seedy. I don't know how Dale has aged himself so well. So I think we've got our suspect. Hey, all right, there we go. So then we've got what year was this person born in? We've got some ominous Facebook posts, but yeah, there's nothing really we can do besides just looking at his profile. There might be something on here. I'm supporting Alexander Ross for the upcoming election. If you'd like to donate, call the admin assistant. All right, super random. From our office party last year, I was playing a bad guy. Lol, people only knew. Oh geez, that's sus as. There we go, right down the bottom. Oh, it's just asking for the year. Cool. Which city is this person from? Well, I mean, we saw that straight away. That's what actually stood out to us, because oh, that's where they are now, but they're from here. Got it. No, oh, that's the state. Just the city. All right, what am I doing? Other way around. That's actually kind of embarrassing. Okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna leave it there for this video. So we've followed up on some leads. We found our first official suspect. So I'm kind of excited to see where things go from here. So thank you very much for watching up until now. On the screen, I'm gonna leave a recommended video for you. That is for the Madness Try Hack Me room. Definitely go check that one out. Otherwise, thanks so much. Appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.